fans, it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action with Eason. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Eason. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
In your face!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Washington nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle makes
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, here's Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
touchdown.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On second down, Love. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The tackle by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Eason, and he finds McLaurin. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Washington on third down. 46 yards.
First down, Washington.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eason on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Bryce Love with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Washington 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington.
Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter. Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion. To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points. Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Keep going, keep running, man.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
38-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards the pickup there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
26-yard line.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards
on 2nd down now. It's Henry. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
17. Seahawks 14.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the... Yard line.
Good for us Seahawks. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's low, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Washington.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun is Eason. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
The Seahawks.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. -9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Eason. Throw left side complete. That's Love. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Eason. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards there at a Washington 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st and 10, Eason. Screen play, Johnson. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Love. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
It's 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man, had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
This is Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Eason's pass intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Do what we do.
He will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. It didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he's able to put it through. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They turn to Love on the handoff. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
That one is slant to McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 26-yard line.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Washington has retaken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that's good for another Seahawks
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Throwing is Eason. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side here with Love. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Eason to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9.
This Washington 33, Seahawks 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
56 to Mark, 56, check 56.
They go play action with Eason. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Washington. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Eason. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Gain of 8. Brings up second and
throwing again on second down. Wilson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Wilson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
deep ball.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. 13 now. They work on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slip. Hey, alert.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. It's caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
To Bryce Love.
We got a plane to catch.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. Powers ahead at the 45. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So a victory here for the Washington football team. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Washington, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.